Hi, this is Lucky Robin, and this is update 17 for the French Biointensive Organic Raised Bed Garden series. Wanted to start over here with the tomatoes. I have a bunch of tomatoes on the Lillian's yellow heirloom tomato. They really popped out this week. The bees have been busy and the butterflies. And I finally have one on the opalka. And let's see, there's all kinds in here on the pears now. But a lot more towards the top. Yellow million pears. And then the black crim have really taken off this week too. There's one that's quite large down here. And a lot of little ones. And there's another big one there. So that's doing really well. Keep waiting for those two zucchini to get bigger, but I don't think they're going to. So I'm going to go ahead and pick those off. The other ones get bigger. All of the other yellow ones have gotten bigger, but I don't know. Yeah, these were like the size of a pencil 2 days ago, so I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, raspberries are growing like crazy. So I've got all kinds of yellow coconut coming on, and I'm going to get that one picked tonight as well. I think we've picked 2 of these so far, so that would be 3. The zucchini has been hard to keep up with. There's a couple more coming on there and on the far side. And I know we have started to give it away because there's only so much zucchini you can eat, you know. I haven't seen any actual tomatoes on this Oregon tomato, but there's been tons of flowers. There's been a lot of pollinator activity, so I just don't know. Brussels sprouts keep getting bigger. I don't think we're going to get much out of the cauliflower that the chickens got into. So I haven't picked that cabbage yet. I need to, but I don't have the space for it. I think I'll be fine for another week or so. Fennel seeds. We've got some fennel seeds just in time. I am going to be making sausage this week, so I'm hoping these are going to be ready. If not, they'll be ready for the butchering in 2 weeks, and I'll just have to use my seasoning from the store, my fennel from the store. But everything else I have to go into my sausage will be from the garden. Basil's doing really well. The nasturtiums keep putting out flowers like crazy, and they're just massed over the side here. It's ridiculous. I had no idea nasturtiums got so big. So, they do. Peppers are going crazy. There's a lot in here. There's like 5 or 6 on this plant alone. Lots of little ones in there. Some bigger ones in here towards the bottom. And cucumbers have been doing really well. Cucumbers are when I never get tired of. Oh, that's right, I wanted to show you this. I saw this yesterday. That's 2 cucumbers that grew out together. I've never seen one quite that weird before, but I'm sure it'll taste just as good. I've had ones in all kinds of weird shapes before. It's getting pretty big. Better get those picked. Melon is making its way up here. This is cantaloupe. These cabbages are getting about ready to pick. Well, that one is. That one is definitely ready. And I keep picking them off, but the last nettle kale keeps flowering. Looks like I'm going to have a couple Romanesco broccoli. Now those were supposed to be cauliflower. They were in a cauliflower pack. But they must have gotten mixed up at the nursery. It's a little annoying because I don't really care for the Romanesco that much. It's okay, but I'd rather have straight on broccoli or straight on cauliflower. And it was supposed to be purple or cheddar cauliflower, not Romanesco broccoli. So I'm getting tempted to just pull these beans out and let them finish drying in the garage. But I know they do better if they dry on the vine when it's still in the ground. But I'd really like to replant in that center section, so I might do it anyway. And plus, I've got some new growth here with flowers, and I don't want it to start all over again. So, I don't know. I think the Yellowstone carrots are ready to be pulled. The radishes that I planted in here, they didn't do very well. The first batch did, of course, but the second batch, when everything got really big, I don't think they got enough light, even though they're supposed to do okay in dappled light. Onions are getting close to ready. Some of them look like they'll probably be ready in another week. Others are still pretty green. I'm waiting on the calendula to finally open up and blossom. Gotta get in there and deadhead that thing again. Seems like it's a never-ending task with the Senecia. I really like it when it's in full bloom and it's so pretty, but that's like constant. So I don't know if I'll get it next year, or maybe I'll only get the blue one and not the purple one. Echinacea smells wonderful. And we're gonna have a whole bunch more coming on. I really need to start thinking about harvesting when these come on. I've not done this before. I think it's the petals, so I didn't want to do it with my first couple flowers, but I do want to do it. Some of my yarrow didn't do so well after several days in a row in the 80s. Looks like I'm starting to get dieback on some of the potatoes. So hopefully it won't be too much longer. Oh, I've got these on the potatoes. They're a seed pod. You break them open and there's a bunch of seeds in there, and then you can grow from the seed as well, from what I understand. It's just a much longer process. I think I'm gonna definitely have to get these cayennes into the ground because they're really suffering in the pots. Petunias aren't though. And this tomato seems like it's just fine and dandy. We come over here to the new plantings. And everything seems like it's really thriving except for that one lettuce that something got on and started eating. I'm sure there's a slug I need to come out here at night and get. Well, the broccoli's doing really well and the kohlrabi's doing well. And there's a couple kohlrabi I planted from seed. That was an accident. I dropped 2 seeds instead of 1. So I'll pull whichever one is not as strong. Yeah, my radishes are coming up. This is a 24-day radish, and then this little one right here. This is a 28-day radish. And there's one there too. Yay. So I got quite a few strawberries this week. I was really happy with that. And the herbs continue to produce. I've been drying almost nonstop in the dehydrator. And that's really about it for the garden this week.